if you have tried keto, you know how frustrating that is, right? And it is not at all sustainable. Let's get started. First thing, if you don't know me, I was always fat. Even as a child, I was fat. I had slow metabolism. I always blamed my genetics, and I started to lose weight after becoming a nutritionist. But before that, I tried lots of things, tried googling things out, tried following influencers, and tried following some crash diets like GM diets, which slowed down my metabolism even further. And what is worse, everything caused a lot of nutrient deficiencies in me, so I was not really healthy, right? But when I became a nutritionist, I realized that it is actually the insulin that makes you fat, that makes you gain weight, and carbs are the enemy, right? That's why I started following keto diet, and I was going good. I was losing weight like never before. It was very fast process, and I was so happy and surprised that my body with such a slow metabolic rate can lose weight this faster. But you know what, I was not able to maintain that weight loss. I was not able to keep up doing that keto diet because it was so frustrating, it was so restrictive. And I'm going to tell you what went wrong and why is that, why do people fail at doing keto diet. First thing is, I was going good. I was following all the diet. First 2 days are very difficult for keto because you abruptly reduce the carbohydrates in your diet. So you're like, you don't even realize what is going on. Maybe you experience some headaches, but on the third or fourth day, you kind of get into ketosis and you start to feel better, right? You have more mental clarity. You're losing all the water weight in first week. Then you start to lose fat in the second week, which is good. You start to see results immediately. You are very excited initially, motivated to follow that diet, right? But very soon you start to see all the carbohydrates around you. Maybe people around you are eating, maybe you're habitual of eating some carbs, maybe you love some carbs, you have some emotional connection with carbohydrates. For me, it was pav bhaji, it was chocolates and pastries and bhel. Yes, bhel and chaat. I can go on. The list is very long. But yeah, I started to crave those things in just third week. I was able to push, motivate because I was very, happy that my body was losing weight this fast. I was seeing the results this fast. So I just wanted to keep it. I was so desperate to lose weight. So I know women out there who just want to lose weight, who just want to get in shape, right? I know that desperation. That's why I pushed myself. I forced myself to not eat any carbs because that will kick me out of ketosis. And I kept following this strict diet. But soon I started to experience stress, a lot of stress. See, our daily life has a lot of stress, plus diet is now adding to a lot of stress because physically, if you are depriving your body of the carbohydrates, it is going to cause a lot of stress. Second thing, the worst thing that I experienced is my hair fall got worse. Initially had a lot of hair fall issues, but it got worse. I started to lose hair. I was bald in this patch, and it kept getting worse. And so even when I started to lose hair, I still kept going because I was that desperate to lose weight. Yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but you will understand if you are really that desperate to lose weight, right? We're ready to do anything and everything. We just want to feel pretty. Of course, now I realize it's not just the way you look, but also the way you feel about yourself. But that's a topic for another video. Then another problem was a lot of cravings and the guilt that comes after when you give in to those cravings, right? When you are simply not able to control anymore of your cravings and you just eat something, you're just not able to control yourself, stop yourself, so you eat. And the worst thing is, you're fine when you're eating that, but the guilt you feel afterwards, that that eats up your mind, that is very frustrating thing, that wastes a lot of your energy. So overall, keto diet was not a sustainable one for me because as Indians, we are used to of eating carbohydrates. We are emotionally connected to some carbohydrates, so it is just not sustainable. At one point, I had to accept this truth and find the solution. It was a very frustrating time period for me, but I now look back at the time, and I thank higher power for giving me that experience, because that has made me capable today to guide other women on how to lose weight sustainably without torturing themselves. Another worst thing that keto diet does is it causes a lot of nutritional deficiencies, because you need to understand one thing: it's not about the type type of diet you follow for weight loss. It's about what nutrients you're feeding. See, I back then I was just focused on weight loss and weight gain. Am I losing weight? Am I gaining weight? But you need to understand one thing, it's not just about weight loss, weight gain. It's about nutrition to your body, how healthy you are. So even in this picture, I look very slim, I look fine, but I was losing muscle, I was losing hair, I was stressed as hell, and I had a lot of nutritional deficiencies. You can clearly see that on my skin, on my face. It doesn't have any glow, right? It's because I was not eating the nutrient dense food. I was just eating chicken salad. Sometimes I would eat eggs. I don't like the taste of eggs, but I would still sometimes eat it by adding a lot of spices, making a burji out of it. And I was trying to find some other keto options, but I was not able to do them, because you don't get, when you're following the Western people out there, they have other ingredients there which are not available here, right? So overall, it was a frustrating time, and I ate very few food options. So naturally, my body got bored of that, of eating the same things, and it caused a lot of nutritional deficiencies, because if you're just eating salad and chicken, it is not going to give your body all the nutrients. Plus, this is one bonus tip for women. Naturally, women crave some carbohydrates in their luteal phase of the month. It's just after the ovulation and just before the periods. Now, don't use this as an excuse. You don't experience carbohydrate cravings all the time every month before period, but sometimes it can happen, and if you are not feeding your body the good carbohydrates, you are going to experience stress again, and you won't even realize that it's not your mind that is causing the cravings, it's your body that is asking for carbohydrates. So overall, this diet is not sustainable. Then how was I able to lose weight without following keto diet with this body which had slow metabolism?